We may want to grind and go hard to achieve our goals, and a lot of people talk about you must work as hard as possible if you want to be successful. But the reality is, this kind of approach on life and just white knuckling through everything, it can actually just lead to burning yourself out, losing your energy, and getting into anxiety states, and even then into depression states. Yo, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about how balancing your lifestyle out will actually achieve creative fulfillment, and it will actually sustain your creative energy instead of just burning it out and just trying to cultivate it in moments where it's not coming naturally. Now, as a creative person, when that inspiration hits you, when that lightning strikes, it's like, oh my God, stop the presses. I need to cultivate this energy and just see things through. But sometimes we can take that energy and actually spread it out over a period of time. We can control that energy by organizing ourselves. When we actually organize ourselves and use that energy towards something that's more planning, we can then build off of the energy in increments, in repetitions, and that will actually structure our growth and our creative energy. Now, I am by no means a gym rat, but I know enough to know that if I just try to do as many push-ups as possible in one period of time, that's not going to yield me the best results as trying to sustain working out over a period of time, right? Building reps, building repetitions. That's how strength is actually built. It's the same concept with anything. It's the same concept with staying creative. If we're just creative on Monday, but not creative the rest of the week, that energy is like a flickering flame, right? When are we going to cultivate that light? But if we make creative activities a priority, a daily priority, then it starts to become who we are every day. It starts to become our identity. And what we have to do is we have to look at our day objectively and figure out ways where we can fit in creative activities, right? We fit in the things that we want to do with the things that we have obliged ourselves to do. When I was taking the train to work every day, I would get into this point where I would watch movies, I would listen to music or listen to podcasts. I was like in a bubble when I was on the train. And it was kind of like I just was on autopilot, just sleptwalked through my commutes every day. Over time, it developed that I actually wanted to be doing more creative things. That was my intention that I set. So I started fitting in on the commute ways I can make it worthwhile. Now, instead of watching movies or listening to monotonous things, I wanted to actually read more. So my inspiration was I took a book and I said, this is my commuter book or this is my workbook. And it's actually this autobiography of Malcolm X, which I just find completely fascinating. And I want to aspire, I'm feeding off of this energy, and it's riveting to the point where I'm actually looking forward to commuting to work on the train. I go out of my way to take the train to work so I can have that extra time to read. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you want to start doing regularly? What do you want to do creatively? And think about how can you fit it into your schedule right now? Where can you put that creative time every single day? If it's in a commute, you can start to read on the commute, you can write on the commute, listen to podcasts or something that gets your creative energy inspired. And if you're in a creative rut and it's just not hitting you, we have to think about how to break out of the routine or the habit that we're in right now? How can we get out into nature? How can we exercise? How can we engage with our bodies, like meditate, or engage with our minds, like reading or something else, or going out into nature and combining these things, going out into nature and writing, going out into nature and reading, just figuring out things that we can do to really get our creative antennas buzzing again. Now, if you're watching at this point, you might as well like the video and subscribe down below. And also, I have a powerful video up here about how a morning routine will get your creative juices flowing every single day, starting with the morning. And up here, I'm gonna put a video on the seasons of manifesting, so you can actually figure out where your creative energy is going at this point in time and be able to focus on that. I'll see you in the next videos. Stay creative.